All right. So the Celtics are down in the second round matchup against the Knicks. 2-0. Lost first two games at home against the Knicks. How do you think the series is gonna go? No, first of all, why do you think they are down 2-0? Like what happened?
Um, I mean, how do you blow 20-point leads? Two
So
of
what
them.
happened?
I know I'm saying like that. It's not. Ask them. Like, you blew two 20-point leads. You lost it. You lost the leads in the same manner of fashion. Nothing changed. Jacked up shots. You was making them in the beginning. You stopped. You wasn't making them anymore. Um, I don't really see the Celtics as being a good defensive team. I guess because you can make an argument that they played bad in game one. They played horrible in game two. So I mean, what every team, what is it? Every game for the first two games, either one of the teams play bad and they lose the first game, and that is based on a couple reasons. But you don't play well, you lose. Fine. You get a second game on your home turf to bounce back and play well. You played the exact same way, and you was expecting a different outcome. People say, "Oh, they lost by like it shouldn't matter because they lost by one the second game, and they lost it went to overtime the first game." Okay, so game three and game four, it can go to overtime. It could go, they could win by one again, and then you'll get swept. So whatever scenario is, like whatever, I guess whatever reasons or that people try to make for the bot, like there's no, they're losing because they're losing. Like there's no Jason Jason Tatum. I don't see the hype. I've never seen the hype. You know who I think is the better Celtic and who is more important to the Celtics, and that's Jalen Brown. That's why he won MVP. So I'm not.
What is Jalen Brown doing in this series then? Like, where is he?
Where is he?
Yeah.
He's been doing more than Jason Tatum, and he's supposed to be the man, bro. I'm not. Look, if you're getting hyped up more than your own like than your teammate, bro, Jalen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. Tell me what it is. Playmaking is the only thing. It's the only thing I will give you when it comes to Jason Tatum being better at something than Jalen Brown. Is playmaking. That's it. That's I think that's what a couple of analysts was not even a couple, but a few was alluding to was Jason Tatum being like the how come not like not even how come, but for the last game, and I'm not sure, but I think a couple some plays in game one where he was that's all he was good for was playmaking. You ain't you didn't see Jalen Brown ever try to play make. All Jalen Brown has to do is go score. And to me, when it gets to the better, like to the higher stage, all you have to do is win. That's all I care about is winning. That's all I that at least that's how I see the game of sports being. Jason Tatum hasn't done anything, bro. Like I'm not talking about this year. I'm talking about his like throughout his whole career. I've never understood this thing where this nigga's getting put top 10. At one point, he was top five. What conversations for top five? But now you can't you can't have two bad games in a row where you're supposed to be the star player. You can't have two bad games in a row where you're shooting for 9 for 21, 9 for 23. Like, come on, bro. That's not no. The Knicks are just, bro. They're just playing better, bro. Like the Knicks are just flat out playing better. It's not from, you could say it's from a coaching stand, but I'm not. There's no coaches having to deal with this. There's no coach, nothing. There's no coach's view. It's not my fault. It's not if I'm Joe Mazzulla, it's not my fault just to tell them they shooting 8 for 21, my nigga. I came out with the game plan. I gave you all the speech. Matter of fact, I shouldn't have to do that, but I did. I upped your voice up. Let's go get this one. It's the playoffs. As a coach, I've done everything I could possibly do. All of a sudden, we'll get to the playoffs. You mean tell me this whole season we won 61 games. Now you about to tell me that all of a sudden niggas don't know how to shoot, niggas don't know how to hoop. I'm a coach. What do you want me to fix about that? What can a coach fix? Like really?
The reason I would say they are down 2-0 is because I just think they are satisfied.
They're satisfied what?
They are satisfied. I think
With
they
what?
wanted to chip so long. The Celtics players that are there, like the core piece,
Okay.
they're so long trying to get a chip, trying to get a chip, trying to get a chip. They finally got it, so it's like that's it.
Okay.
To me, that's what is wrong with them. That's
So
why they are down 2-0.
disband the
Is it-
Celtics.
It's the same thing that happened to Joel Embiid when he won the MVP. For so long, he wanted to win the MVP so much. When he finally got it, it's like nothing else matters. Everything is over with. I finally got it, then I won. And that's what I think is going on with the Celtics. See, that's why building dynasties are so difficult and they are so impressive when the team managed to do it.
You mean like my Golden State Warriors? Yeah. Nah, but I just
Right?
just
Because
throw it
even
out
to
there though.
this day, they still play like they have something to prove.
Who?
Golden State.
We do. What do
That's
you
what
mean?
I'm
We
saying.
do.
Like, that's what makes them.
Apparently.
That's what makes a dynasty. Because a lot of teams they win one time and it's like we won, it's over with. And that's what I think is going on with the Celtics. They tried so hard for so long, and when they finally got that one, it's over with. It's like everything is all good. Because if you watch the game, it's not like coming into the game. It's not like if I told you who are the better players before the series started. Celtics, they have more better players than the Knicks.
I would argue that.
But once the series started, it's not even about who is playing better. It's just about who wants it more. If you watch the Knicks, because if you watch, look, let's be honest.
No. That's
the
good.
Knicks are not
That's a
playing.
good line.
It's not like the Knicks are playing like well. They're also missing some shots. They're not playing as well as they possibly can. If you watch,
No. The Knicks are.
No.
You could say individual players
no,
on the
okay.
Knicks,
I'm
but
saying-
as a collectively group, they are playing.
They are
Yes.
playing better than the Celtics
Yes.
because the Celtics are playing bad right in the series.
They're not playing bad. They're being made.
Huh?
Like
No,
they're
wait.
like
This is
like
what I'm
they're
saying. The Celtics are not playing up to their standard. The Knicks are also not playing up to their standard. That's what I'm saying.
okay. I have
They
a
are both
problem
playing-
with those statements.
Huh?
No. Not like
No,
not
I'm not saying they're
not
playing
what you
bad
saying
because-
it though. I'm saying no, not what you saying it. I have a problem with that, like with that right there.
That's what
Said
I'm trying to clarify.
okay.
I'm not saying they are playing bad because they just woke up and chose to play bad. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how did yesterday's game go? 90-91. Neither of those teams scored 100 points. Both teams are better than 100 points. So I'm saying that even though the Celtics are not playing bad, I'm saying the Knicks are also playing bad. They are just finding ways to win when it matters. That's what I'm saying.
That's
So people like, well, if the Celtics starts making shots, they're gonna blow out the Knicks. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, the Knicks are also not. It's not like the Knicks are playing great and the Celtics are playing bad. Go look at their shot percentage and everything. They also, you do know that in both games, Celtics do a rebound the Knicks.
I didn't know
That's
that.
not playing good.
I didn't know that.
They are. That's what I'm saying. The Celtics are just hustling. They are out hustling the Celtics. They are not playing like exponentially better. So it's not like if the Celtics show up to game 3 and they make all their shots. The Knicks are also missing shots. They just, when it comes to like towards the end of the game, the 50-50 balls and everything, they are just outworking the Celtics. And to me, that is satisfaction. Like, We finally got our chip, so I'm good. And that is to me what is going on with the Celtics. They
Nah,
finally won their one chip, so they are satisfied.
but that's some bitch shit. Then at that point, disband the team, bro.
And that is what exactly. That is what makes, like I said, that is what makes a dynasty so impressive and so difficult for a team to be a dynasty. What drives you to go keep going back and back and back after winning that one?
But bro, who doesn't? Once you win, why don't you want to keep winning? I don't. Like, I'm not.
Okay, how many teams, right, outside of dynasties, how many teams have won back to back? Just
No. I'm not talking about that. But no.
no.
I get your point, but I'm saying
if you
they
look
could
at it,
try. But I'm saying you have to. No. What I'm
it's
saying
just a
is,
human mindset. They finally got to a level they were fighting so hard to get to, and once they get to that level, naturally they just feel like I'm good. It happens more often than not. Any sport, soccer, basketball, football, it happens all the time. A team gets to that one chip, and if you look at the way it's like,
nah.
okay, we finally got our one. Like I said, that is what makes dynasties so hard to come by. That's why not every team just happens to be a dynasty. No, that's why they are rare. And once it happens, it's impressive that any team, however they are, however the duration of their dynasty, that's what makes it impressive. Because they were that one team that were able to find the motivation and the drive to keep going and going and going, even after achieving it. The Celtics just got their one chip, and like I said, from their play, it just looks like they are satisfied. They
So
got the
they're.
one thing they were looking for. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just giving you an
I
explanation of what is happening to them.
I can't.
Because, like you said, you don't play so great in the regular season. Coming to the off season, coming to the postseason, and all of a sudden you just forgot to how to play basketball. That don't happen. That is like, bro, we finally got our chip, so you know what? Hey, even if we lose, we got one.
I,
Even if we lose, we got one. That to me is what is going on.
that makes sense, right? I give you that. There's plenty. There's logic behind that. So, right. Look, I can't let this go. Jayson Tatum sucks, bro. I cannot let this go, bro. I just can't. Look, you could say like you could say they had too many days off because they
Who?
were Celtics. Who they play in the first round? I forgot already.
Uh, that was the second seed, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Caps was number one. Yeah.
Cavs was one. Celtics was two. Who was three?
No idea. It's the East.
Nobody cares about it.
Exactly.
Let me see. Celtics.
Pacers got to be in there somewhere. Oh no.
Celtics play Magic. Right?
Did they? Yes,
They
they
play
did.
Magic. 4-1. Yeah, Magic.
Jake
First round.
4-1.
Right here. This is how I knew they were satisfied. There is no way that game should have been 4-1 against the Magic.
Really?
Yes.
You was expecting to sweep?
Huh? Yes. If the Celtics were still hungry like they were last year, there was no way they should have dropped a game against Magic. It should have been
Look.
that would have let me know these guys are back on the championship mindset.
Maybe them
The fact
niggas
that
wasn't
they
trying to
dropped the
lose
game, huh?
one game. Look, bro. I mean, yeah, I could see that, but bro, how about we give the Magic? I mean, they didn't have the point guard, so cool, but no, bro. You know what? No, I'm not having that, bro. I don't care if they wanted to prove what the Magic was going to get one game, bro. I don't care who you are. Them niggas was going to get one game. Ain't no way the bro, Pie, they was not about to just get swept. Like, bro, no, because it's the Celtics, bro. No, bro, no, I'm not. No, they Magic was going to get a dub either way, and mind you, that also further proves Jason Tatum's more like assness, bro. Cause Bro, you just know, you know how much I have been advocating for Jaylen Brown, bro. Even when niggas said he ain't have no left hand, I'm like, nah, bro. Even when people said Jason was better, I'm like, nah. This to them is more is the most important. Nah, bro. Cause who won the Finals MVP though?
Back to the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying the Magic are bad. I'm saying if you want to know a championship team, it starts in the earlier round. This is how it went. Game 1, Celtics 103, Magic 86.
Okay.
Game 2, Magic 100, Celtics 109. Game 3, Celtics 93, Magic 95. That isn't you are better than me. That is not even a championship team. If you're a championship team, there are certain games you just don't drop. You don't give up games because you're a championship team. That's what I'm saying. Like, based on how that first series went, I just knew the Celtics were satisfied. Not even this current series with the Knicks. After watching that first series, I just knew the Celtics are in trouble because they just look satisfied. We wanted to win a chip and we won one. We will go down in Celtics history as we brought them a chip. Case closed. And so they are satisfied. That is what I see from them. They don't hustle as they used to last year. They don't work hard. Their focus is not the same. Everything about them just looks like a team that is satisfied. They want their chip, so they are good. Prior to last year, the whole playoffs, they were focused. They were locked in.
But they're still okay.
All I'm saying is they're not as locked in as they were last year. That's all I'm saying. They're not as locked in.
But that doesn't make any sense because they're still no matter how you feel as a player, like you have to care about what the fans, about what the what is it, the sports media think, or what? No, sorry, not what they think, but you have to pay attention to what they say because if you are going on podcasts or if you're letting it be known that you hear what people say and stuff like about you or what analysts or fans or whomever post or say, if you let it be known that you hear some of it or anything like that, then bro, what you just said, it's almost like it should go out the window, but at the same time, it makes sense. So I'm like, oh, cool, because and mind you, this if Jaylen Brown hadn't won the MVP, is it hadn't
Yeah,
if Jay, okay.
not. Yeah.
Had not,
Yeah.
so combined it hadn't.
Yeah.
Okay, if Jaylen Brown had no, that doesn't sound right. If Jaylen Brown had not won the MVP, the Finals MVP, yeah, I would be one of those people that was definitely was and still is disrespecting the Celtics for winning that shit, bro. If Jaylen Brown did not win MVP,
The next one, what I'm saying.
yeah, but
The series
I could have told you that.
like, huh?
I could have been told you that.
So why do they want it more?
The
When
city,
you have
the
better
city,
players,
the
it
city
just
wants it more.
means you're not as locked in.
No. When it comes to the Knicks, the players don't want it more. The city wants it more.
Huh?
The city wants it more.
All I'm saying
No,
is
bro.
the Knicks are more locked in than the Celtics.
No.
And the only
You have to
reason-
stay the state, not the New York Knicks, the state of New
The
York.
reason the Celtics
Bro,
are not locked in
telling
is
you, bro.
because they've already got the tip.
And I mean,
It's
there's
same
logic
way, I don't
behind
know
that.
how to divert this conversation, but it's the same way I feel about Kevin Durant when he left the Warriors. I personally feel like he came to Warriors to get his rings, and as soon as he got his ring, look, people like, and then Draymond draft KD out. I believe it didn't matter what
Yeah, I know some
anybody
people
was.
are
He
alluding
was
to that
always
too.
gonna leave. He purposefully came there to win his chips, and when he won, adios.
But nobody bro, that's a waste.
No.
These
I'm
niggas don't
saying
like.
That is how a lot of these players think.
But that's a waste
They
though.
got the one thing they were looking for, so all the rest they don't care.
But why
If
would
it's
you
money,
want to stop? I
I don't
don't
know.
get this, bro.
Hey, I don't
Niggas are stupid. No, hold on.
think
Cause
about
look,
the people that have signed for money. They play in the game for money. As soon as they got their big contract, what do? They look like they don't care no more.
Uh,
Example,
until
Ben
on
Simmons.
on no. He doesn't count. Use somebody else. Look, same way said
Yeah, when they
it
get
could
their
be
money, they don't care.
no.
For
But
them, it's a chip. Once they got their chip, it's like
no.
we're good.
You have to use somebody else. Ben Simmons is a fucking failure. We're not. No, bro. Fuck that nigga. We're not. No, bro. I'm not. You're not. You can't.
To me, Ben Simmons is the perfect example because he's a peer example for, hey, I'm just in it for the money. That to me.
Yeah, but he's a bitch. No, bro. Yeah, but he's a bitch for that one, bro. I'm sorry.
Once he got his money, it's like, I'm cool. I think it's.
But how did those type of niggas stay in the league though? If the league knows you're in it for the money, but you are a sorry ass nigga, how do you stay in the league when you literally, and I mean you literally have no function? Even on the Clippers, bro. Nah, bro. Ben Simmons is fucking garbage. But I'm sorry, bro.
I once told you before. Coaches, organizations, they are so arrogant. They think they can change any player. Or that player did not work out there. Or that player failed at that organization. Bring him to me. I can change him.
Okay.
They all think that. So even though he cares about the money, Ben Simmons have talent. He has potential.
No, he doesn't. No, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
I just don't think he's willing to put in the work.
No, he
that
doesn't.
really.
He already showed the potential, though.
Huh?
He already showed the potential.
All it takes is for one coach, for one organization to look at him and be
but
like,
he already
"Oh,
showed it.
I can." Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. But for him, there's no extra when you, bro. No, hold on. Nah, time out. No. It's not me though. It's not me. When you was with Embiid and you was making them runs, now mind you, your day keep getting stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Your day keep getting stopped. But my thing is, Ben Simmons, people were already talking about you. Like you were the second coming of LeBron James. Oh my God, was that a bunch of bullshit? But people were talking about you.
Just calling
Oh, my fault. That nigga too. He don't know what you talking about. But look, bro. Bro, the way people were raving about him. The thing is, you showed the potential, but not only did you show it, you went beyond. Cause people were really starting to believe that this is where you could go. Same thing with Jalen Green. I'm still unicorn fan forever, man. Same thing with JG when he first came to the league. Comparisons with Cade, still to this day, bro. Now it's like you don't know. Hold on. It's not the same with Ben Simmons, but I'm saying in the sense of Jalen Green showed potential in the G League. For when college went to the G League and he balled out in the G League. So you showed the potential in the G League, mind you. That's still the NBA that people still watch. Not a lot at all, but you were like a top 5, top 3 projected pick. There were gonna be eyes on you in the G League. You killed. You showed the potential. You got to the league and you became inconsistent. Ben Simmons, you showed the potential early on in your career, but then you didn't do what Jalen Green did. Right. Jalen Green just showed potential. Like, all right, cool. You went beyond that. So for these dumbass coaches and organizations to be trying to we can. What my thing is, what more do you not? Okay, what more? And also, do you think you could get back that Ben Simmons or 95% close to that? Because if not, then any organization trying to get him back, you're out. You're losing your money.
I agree with you, but like I said, these coaches, these organizations,
and that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I'm saying they are so arrogant. They think, hey, if anybody forget his potential. If anybody can even get him to what he was in his early years in Philly,
that's all it was.
Us.
But those early years are the potential.
That's what I'm saying. That is what they think. If anybody can, it's gonna be us. And then they get him, they realize they can't. But they won't admit it. So they just keep him on the roster. So his contract ran out.
And it's not even. Nah, that nigga's trash, bro.
Right? Like I said, every single sport, it's like that.
Nah.
They get a player that they think they can change. They realize they cannot change that player. And that player stays on their team until the contract runs out. And then they just don't sign the player anymore. But for them to, it's very rare for any team to admit like, yeah, bro, we were wrong. We can't change it.
I mean, no team will actually come out and say that shit like that. But
Exactly.
yeah, but
if
you don't.
If even does that, they might get fired.
Bro, this thing, bro. I just look. I need to see Ben Simmons in a different jersey overseas, bro. I need to see it because it bothers me, right? It bothers me when niggas like that are still in the league because you're in it for the money. I can't even blame you, bro.
Right.
Nothing against you. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing. You made it. Go ahead. But as a fan, bro, when I'm like, what are you doing in basketball, bro? You're not for the game. In no time. No. Yeah, I know, but bro, even niggas in the league that's in it for the money, they still hoop. They hustle. They do something.
No. Hoop, yes. Hustle, no.
No. Not all of them. No. Not all of them. But I'm saying.
Most of them don't hustle. They will hoop.
No. Hustle.
Win or lose, they don't care.
No, hustle in the sense of say a few. No, I mean like your play style, like you have one thing that goes for you. Right. Even those niggas, cause they're thinking I have to make more money. I have to make more money. Ben Simmons was sitting out, and then this nigga sued for back pay, and then he got it. No. I'm not. No. It's not a complaint. I'm saying, like, to get more money, some niggas would have came up with something. They would have did that, and then hopefully a team noticed that and then gave them a contract. Oh, no. I'm not disagreeing against that. What I'm saying is, for Ben Simmons though, he's gonna do shit.
Why still signing?
And it bothers me to my core, bro. Cause this nigga is not good for you're not doing nothing for the game of basketball, bro. But that doesn't bother these coaches and these niggas on the team, like, bro. No, man. Cause look, I with the Clippers, right? I was thinking like,
bro, you do know we're talking about Knicks versus Celtics, right?
Huh? Bro, Jayson Tatum, that nigga ass. We're not, no, bro. Nah, bro, skip all that. Until they win again, bro. Hold on. You know what? You were my bad. The New York Knicks are up 2-0 on the Boston Celtics at their home, and they whooped that ass. Come back from 20-point lead.
Yes.
Was it the coach's fault?
Oh yes.
How so?
Okay, first you do not have a coach, and I will tell you one thing. For me, my coaching philosophy is, it is the job of the players to play. It is my job as a coach to win. Period. So, if I'm the coach and my players are missing shots, I'm a soccer coach. Just for the viewers. If my players are missing shots, wide open goals, they're missing. They kick over the bar, this. It's my job to fix all that. If I have to bench you, I will take you out of the game. Why? It is my job to win. It's your job to play. It's my job to win. Because guess what? If I let y'all miss all these shots and we lose the game, guess who gets fired? Me. They will fire me for not doing what? For not winning. So, coach, why is what people say is your best player? I think their best player is
JB.
Brown.
Of course, bro. Of course
Why
it is, man.
You're supposedly best player missing shots and settling for three and not even attempting mid-range, dunking, and everything. Coach,
and he's not even playmaking that world, bro.
No. I'm saying
I still can't handle the coach, man.
The players are missing shots. Who? Coach, what are you doing?
Them niggas like get a bench. Them niggas like better bench.
No, I'm not saying like bench him. I'm just saying.
I would have benched him.
Coach, what are you doing about it?
As a coach, I would have benched him.
Huh?
I would have benched him.
That would have been your choice. That would have been your discussion.
That would have been a smart choice. What's the? Oh my
and
god!
That's what
I
I'm
hate
saying.
this nigga, bro.
Coach, what are you doing to change? Because that is your job. Your job is you can't be like, hey, Jayson Tatum, come sit down. I'm going in. I'm gonna play.
At this point, fuck it, right? At this point, though, fuck it, pa. This
coach,
nigga.
it's your job to win. So
Nah,
when the players are missing shots and not doing what you are telling them to do, what do you gotta be able to do something about it. That is literally your job. So if you don't, I'm not saying that players are always blameless. There are certain things it's a player's fault. But I'm saying as a coach, this happened 2 games now. It's not all the players. So coach, what are you there then? What are you there for?
You're right.
What were you there for?
No. Not even you're right. I agree. No. That's fact. I agree with that. That coaches have.
Yes, it's
when
their
you
job to win the game.
when you explain like that, I
Yes.
agree with that. I guess the only thing I would have to say about that in soccer, I feel like you have a lot more time, even if you're on the bench and you're brought in. Like if your team, for example, 45 minutes soccer, right?
Yeah.
45 minutes half,
Yeah.
0-0 nil, well nil. You'll go to second. You'll come back from second half, and let's say coach makes a few substitutions. You have 45 minutes, bro.
Yes.
45 minutes on the something.
But I don't have unlimited subs.
What do you mean?
I only get 5.
Oh yeah. Right.
So
right.
that is all part of coaching. Tactically.
How
Can I change to give the team the best possible options?
But in
basketball, see, that's what
Hold
I'm
on,
saying.
hold on.
That's why I blame the coach.
But in basketball, look, I don't make I said.
Unlimited amount of subs. You do.
But
What do you do as a coach?
but look though. The reason I'm saying it's different from basketball is that I feel like when you're, Celtics specifically, that's who we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
For the Celtics, I feel like you're right. Mazzulla should have tried to do something else. Something.
Yes,
You're right.
Yes.
He should try to do
The
something.
players are not blameless though. They are also
Fuck
at fault.
no.
But
During
as a
next after I'm
coach,
done with this one.
To me, it always starts with
With
you,
the
the coach. You always.
That's true.
Perfect example. When they went to the Olympics, Steve Kerr benched Jayson Tatum, and he won. Oh, nobody cared. Why? Because as a coach, I did what I had to do to win. Everybody's like,
He didn't do
how
shit.
come? No. I'm saying that the criticism that he got. He's an NBA champion. Why is he on the bench? Why isn't he starting? Why is Anthony Edwards
The
getting
funny
more
thing is,
minutes?
it was the same nigga that was disrespecting Jayson Tatum's chip.
Right? JB is a
That's
final
crazy.
MVP.
He was.
Why wasn't he taking? Why did they take him away? And I'm saying, like, bro, he's the coach. He thinks these decisions gives him the best chance to win gold. Guess what he did? He won gold. It don't matter how many
But you
minutes
take
Jayson
Hallie
Tatum
over
didn't play.
JB though.
I'm saying
It did.
It doesn't matter.
No. Not for JT. That
His
nigga
job
out.
was
That
to
nigga out.
go and win the gold. Whatever decision he made, he went. He brought home the gold. Case closed. And he now brought home the gold.
That's true. Hey,
and
bro.
we can criticize.
He
That's what
won.
I'm saying, like, so
He
coach,
won. He won.
When
I
JJ
you're
Redick
right.
decided to play all his starters the second half, it didn't work. So you open up to criticism. But if it had worked,
When has that ever worked?
huh?
When has that ever worked?
No. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I don't know. That's a genuine question.
No, nobody in the history of
Alright.
the NBA since they started with keeping records has ever done that in the playoffs. Ever.
Got you.
But my point is, if it had worked, he would have looked like a genius. It didn't work, so he looks like a dumbass. That's just how it is.
I was coming down that side of the way.
Do something. 2 games. 2 games. You've up in both games,
bro.
and you lost both leagues. Coach, what are you doing? Isn't there something in coaching called adjusting? What are you doing?
In basketball, not even in basketball. It did. I feel like he thought I feel like maybe he felt like it would have, or it was too late to try to move, because he didn't for both games, throughout the games too. I don't recall him bringing in the second unit of at all, actually at all. But and you're right, bro. You're right. What I'm trying to get at is that I like the dude Mazzulla. I
Right.
like him mainly for like interviews and shit like that. Really, right? But even as a coach, he's like I like him.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad. I
No, no,
just
no, no,
think
no.
he should have done better. Just like the player should have done better, the coaching should have been better.
I just feel like he not even feel, but he was watching the game, bro. After the first game, yes, first game, I would give you that. First game is when he should have started making adjustments or started playing the second unit in more. Because the only person that he played in from second unit really is Peyton Pritchard, as he should, rightfully, of course. But I feel like for the second game, bro, when they had the 20-point lead, I think he got too comfortable and let the team be comfortable so much to the point that when the Knicks started making, because mind you, the Knicks, they, this comeback was very slow, but they was dog fight. But they came back very slow, but they were still throughout and now third and fourth, like they kept. I feel like Joe thought not only did he trust the players, his starting five, but more so he's like, bro, fuck it. Fuck it.
And to me,
Fuck it.
that's why I don't think there are a lot of great coaches in the NBA.
Like
I
Steve
think there are
Kerr?
a lot of good coaches.
Like Steve Kerr.
Bro, I think Steve
Nah,
Kerr is a
no.
Steve Kerr is a great coach.
Different topic for a different day. That nigga's the worst coach I've ever seen.
We disagree on that.
That's fine.
This is what I'm saying. As a coach, one thing I keep telling my players, see, my job don't start when the whistle starts. My job starts like 2-3 days before the game, the actual game. As a coach, meaning practice. Even the way we practice before we play a certain team, depending on the team, my practice is different. I have to practice to play the team I'm about to play against. So my job doesn't start when the whistles. No, my job started days before, and my job is over when the whistle ends the game. There is no break. There is no in between. So if I'm a coach and I'm coaching a team and I lose track of the game, and I lose the game, or I tie the game because in soccer you can tie, it's my fault.
Nope.
It's my job to make sure I don't. The job of the players is to play 90 minutes. They are on there playing. My job is to win the game. So just like the players don't take breaks, not like halftime, but like they don't play 30 minutes and take the next 15 minutes off. The same way as a coach, I can't lose sight of the game. The game is not over. What are you getting comfortable for? You knowing that you did the exact same shit in the first game and it cost you.
He didn't do the same thing first. I don't think he did the first.
No.
I don't think
I'm
he did
saying
that.
he did the same shit because you still blow up, you still lost a lead,
He didn't lose
went
that
to
lead.
overtime and lost.
He didn't lose that lead.
To me, you lost focus as a coach.
That's fine.
Second game, they said you were still, bro. That's coaching.
Nah.
The same thing that happened in game one happened in game two. Not, I'm talking about having a lead and losing it. That is coaching.
Do soccer coaches sit down their star players? I don't watch soccer, so I wouldn't know.
If I think it's gonna help me win the game,
No.
yes.
Not you. No, not you. I'm talking
No,
about like
in
actual.
general.
No. I know, but I'm saying like.
Let me give you a perfect example. I like to use big example because they are easily verifiable. You can easily verify.
Okay, but first answer my question.
Yes, I'm about to give you an example.
I
The team benching their star player because they think it's gonna help them win. That was your question.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Last year, last year, Kylian Mbappe played for PSG. Last season, this season he played for Real Madrid. Everybody in Yamama knew that man was leaving PSG at the end of the season to go to Real Madrid. Guess what his coach started doing? Even last year, he started benching him. Why? Because he knew I have to prepare for the future because I know your wife is not going to be here. He won the league benching Kylian Mbappe. When he found out Neymar earlier last season wanted to leave and go play in the Saudi Pro League. Guess what he did? He benched him.
Did they win?
Yes.
The season that he benched. No, I'm talking about when
They
he
won
benched.
the league, but they lost the Champions League.
When he benched Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, but they were not gonna win it anyway. Even before he got there, they never won it. This season he went to Real Madrid. Real Madrid without Kylian Mbappe won the Champions League last year. This season with him, they did not win it. So him benching him, he did play him in the Champions League, and they didn't win it. In the league, he benched him. He won the league. This season, guess where he is? He's in the final. Without Kylian Mbappe. Coaches bench their star all the time if they think it's going to help them win. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. But if the coach believes this is the best thing for this team, they do it.
It was.
There is a coach called Eric Ten Hag, recently coach of Manchester United. When Ronaldo went back to Manchester United, he believed the coach was better with Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench. That is what he truly believed. Guess what he did? Put him on the bench. It didn't work out, but he believed the team was better with Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench, and that is what he did. Coaches.
That sentence doesn't even sound right. That sentence doesn't even sound right.
I'm trying to tell you that if coaches think doing this thing gives me the best option to win, they do it. If benching the best player gives me the best chance to win, for whatever reason, it may be disciplinary reason, it may be because he's not healthy, it may be because they think the player is not as committed, for whatever reason. But if they feel like, oh, this gives me the best chance, it is the same thing as a coach taking out their best player when the game is on the line because they are defensively they are liability. I literally just saw that with Denver against OKC, game 1. At one point in the game, Jokic was on the bench. During the final sequence of the games, Jokic was on the bench. Why? Defensive liability. It wasn't until when Chet have that free throw, that is when he came in. Why? His height was going to give them an advantage to get the rebound. So as great as Jokic was, the coach believed that at this point in the game, it would be best for the team.
Bro, they don't have a coach.
Jokic is on the bench
they don't have a
because
coach.
Defensively, he's a liability.
He is a coach.
My point is, it happens all the time. Coaches do that all the time. If they feel like this gives me the best chance of winning the game, it doesn't matter who you are. If they believe this is the best path to win the game, you go on the bench. Period.
Okay.
Happens all the time. In any sport.
Facts. But when I'm Joe Mazzulla and I choose to put my faith in Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown,
knowing that they're having
hold
a bad game.
Hold on. But that's the thing though. You wouldn't do that to Steph. You wouldn't do that to LeBron. You wouldn't do that to Luka. Basketball.
AT is not Steph.
Hold on. Exactly, and he's not LeBron or Luka. But these players have played horrible in playoff games and they still finished at the game. Basketball is different than soccer. Your point is factual, but it doesn't apply to basketball. For the sense of basketball, you're lucky. You're lucky to even, bro. You're lucky if you get two all-stars, 2 superstars on your team. You're lucky if you get 1 star, bro. My fault. You're lucky if you get 2. Soccer, you could have multiple. There's 11.
Yes.
You can have multiple.
If you're like all 11, maybe superstars. Yes, I've seen it before.
You feel me?
It happens a lot.
Exactly. In basketball, especially in the playoffs, if you put in your bench or even if you incorporate your second unit into the game, when it comes out to the final moments, or if you end up blowing the lead, dumbass niggas. If you end up blowing the lead twice, dumbass niggas, and it gets down to like this. If I'm Mazzulla, mind you, obviously we're not like it's not getting to this point. Just like you said, right? A coach Jay's way before yeah. So you're right, but I still have, but I'm gonna stand in the I'm gonna try to defend Joe here because he put his bro, JT, for the love of God, win. JB, same for you. White, same for you. Please just win. All of a sudden, Drew Holiday doesn't want to play defense. As a coach, it's not my job to tell you, sir, stop playing defense. Drew Holiday, this is what you're known for. Not once did I see this nigga throughout the game. Not once. The Celtics are collectively playing against Jaylen Brown. Not just Drew Holiday. They're keeping them at 35% from I think from the field. The team is doing that, not one person. That should be Drew's job. Where is Drew Holiday at? Nowhere to be found. So if I'm Joe Mazzulla and I'm like, at this point, bro, I can't believe we're about to blow another. Because mind you, I'm talking about the second game. The first game, up for grabs. Second game, I'm like, bro, how are we about to lose this again? I can't incorporate mind you. The whole of fourth quarter, what is that, 12 minutes? 12 minutes per quarter. Mind you, that's still too late for him to incorporate the second unit. That's what I'm saying. That's still way too late for him to incorporate anybody from the bench into the game for them to have any influence. And mind you, oh my God, this is the biggest thing for a basketball player. If you sit on the bench for one whole quarter,
I know that.
And especially in the playoff game, it's not only just that. The pressure, the sweating is your like everything, bro. It's all in that. So if I'm the coach and it's like this is it and this is where we're at, I'm saying said when I say fuck it, I'm like, bro, please win the game for me. Win the game for the team. Hold on. Not because said you can look at me and say what you said, but I've realized said if I'm the coach, I've realized it's too late now. I wasn't anticipating for my
right there.
What he wasn't anticipating. Oh no. I gave you that. I gave you that.
Anticipate everything.
But you cannot anticipate. You just cannot anticipate for your star players to go like how they did. You can't. You can't.
What I'm saying.
You can't.
And that's what I'm saying. He's a good coach.
He's a great coach.
For that very reason, he's not a great coach for me.
And that's fine, but not this time, bro.
Let me tell you what goes through the coach
not this time.
What goes through the coach's mind going into the game. When the coach goes into the game, soccer, it's the same thing. Doesn't matter the sport. There are certain things we all think about. I need to be ready for everything. I may not tell the players, but as a coach, I am ready for everything. I'm ready if the best player gets injured. I'm thinking about like an infinite amount of scenarios. You see Avengers Infinity War where Dr. Strange look at 14 million whatever possibilities. That is what goes through the mind of a coach before a game. 14 million whatever possibilities. Wait a minute. If my player goes down, if my best player goes down, who can I replace him? If the other team does this, what can I do to what if we do this and it doesn't work? This is my strategy going into the game. What if it doesn't work? What am I going to do next? Every coach, doesn't matter the sport.
It does.
There's a million things going on in your head. That's how we think. Always. That's what I'm saying. Like, so if you're a coach and you telling me you fail to anticipate, it is literally your job.
But then you would have to say that but then you would have to make that point for the whole, I guess it would go for the whole NBA.
Yes.
But I feel like that doesn't fit for the NBA though. It doesn't fit like that for the NBA.
Every coach, it just there's a tip.
Nah. Your coach cannot plan on that.
No. I'm not saying you always win the game, but I'm saying
I'm talking about that.
You have a plan. It may not work, but at least you have a plan.
Okay.
So when you tell me you failed to anticipate something, it tells me that you didn't even consider it as a possibility. And to me, that's not great coaching.
Nah, that's a reach. That's cause look. Okay, what is it? What's a good heist? Oh, the vault.
Yeah.
It was all contingent on bro. Yes.
Huh?
It was all. I'm saying like contingent, like not contingent, but like the whole thing was. The whole plan was
no.
On him.
No.
What else was it?
Huh? Okay.
They needed him.
No. The question was good heist, right?
No.
And then you brought up the vault. A good heist, everything is contingent on whoever is considered the master plan.
No, I didn't mean a good heist. I meant a heist. Like I was trying to remember the movie. I meant a heist.
Oh, you talking about that specific movie? Yeah.
I was trying to remember that specific one. They needed him. It was contingent on him making sure he could balance the scale out.
Yeah.
You make a game plan, mind you. That's the whole point of a movie. It's yeah. But let's say said that wasn't a movie, right? And they planned it out, as in said, you would do this. You would say, actually, that's a
See,
bad one.
That is a bad one for you.
No, it's a bad example.
You literally just proved my point.
No, it's a bad example because I looked at the leverage poster and I thought about something better.
No. That example literally proves my point. You do know that he failed, right? The balance, he failed. Guess what he did? He had a backup plan.
Yeah.
That's my point.
No, but I'm saying like that was like the
was contingent on him, and when his first plan didn't work,
so my example.
I'm just saying, like,
all right, dickhead.
If it is your job to take care of something, you need to have plans. I'm not saying that plan should work all the time, but at least have a plan. You didn't. Your whole job is literally be planning shit. That is literally your whole job.
Okay,
you
hold on.
cannot tell me you did not foresee this coming. I'm like, bro, your whole job is to just think about possibilities. What can happen? What might happen? And then come up with certain plans that we can do something about it. So if something happened and you tell me like, yo, okay, this happened, what do we do? And then you tell me, oh, I didn't foresee this happening. I'm looking at you like, bro, you had one job.
Okay. My example, I didn't actually think about it. I just thought about one part of it. It happened to work out for you. Good for you. Another example I'm gonna use is actually what is it? What is it? Army of Thieves on Netflix.
Yes.
When they made the plan for whichever either one. In fact, I'm gonna go watch the movie tonight. For either one of the vaults that they try to go break into, right. The guy betrayed them on the second one or the third one. Third one. Third one. No, because it was 3 vaults and they went on each one.
I'm talking about the same movie. I'm talking about Army of the Dead and
No. Just Army of Thieves. But I'm saying, okay, basically, the example I'm trying to make is, what if the guy had betrayed them on the first one? What is it? The bad nigga, bro? Hold on.
No.
What if? No, I wasn't done.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't done. Sorry, brain fart. They made the plan. Said he's going. What is it? He was like the. You feel me? Like the yeah. So, what if they went in there, right? Mm-hmm. To whatever it was. But actually, my fault. The twist is when they went in there to follow the game plan, neither one of them could foresee. Said, the main character was, let's say, said they couldn't have foreseen that he was going to say, "Fuck it, I'm going to turn everybody into the police." What if that had happened?
That is the difference between good masterminds and great masterminds.
So you're saying a great mastermind would have had...
mastermind will calculate every single scenario.
Ain't no such thing, though. Ain't no such thing. Because then that means that you're perfect.
Huh? No.
Yes, it does.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference between good and great.
But
good will have a plan that on paper, magnificent, it should work. A great one, not perfect, a great one will have plans upon plans. If this doesn't work, okay.
So you're saying
do this.
So you're saying they've thought, but
he has something.
But you're saying but he has something so much to the point that almost any unforeseeable thing that could happen.
It's your job. Yes.
Even Jayson Tatum going 8 for 21. Yes. Hell nah, bro. I can't give you that. I can't give you that. No.
Gray one.
No.
Let me give you an example.
No, bro. No.
That's the difference between a good and a great.
Bro, I don't care how great you are. You're not okay. No, bro. Because as great as the Denver Nuggets coaches was, they couldn't. There's no way he could foresee going to a playoff game, for example. Mind you, not this playoffs, but just any playoff, that last playoffs, for example. He couldn't foresee, for example, when they went to Game 7 against Minnesota, Did they go to Game 7 against Minnesota last year?
Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minnesota took them out.
If Jokic has dropped 5 points, do you think the coach would have had a plan for that?
He should.
Come on, bro. This is the NBA. No, bro. I can't.
That's what I keep telling you.
No. I get your point that he should, and I'm applying it to other sports.
He's a great coach.
Who?
The coach you talking about?
I mean,
Denver.
I base greatness off of something else. Like I'm saying, I have different requirements than that. Yeah.
My thing is, that's the difference for me as a coach specifically. That's the difference between good and great.
Not in this
I'm
case.
not
bro.
expecting the plan to work. I'm not saying you should win the game.
But for
there are some. Let me give you an example. As a coach, there are some teams before we start the game, I know we are going to lose because the other team is just better than us. They are faster than us. They are stronger than us. Their fundamentals is better than us. We hope to build our program to where that team is. That's what we hope for. We hope to become. That's what we build our. So going into the game as a coach, I know we are going to lose this game. When I go to that game, do you know what my game plan is? How can I prevent this game from being embarrassing? I'm never telling the players that. But as a coach, I know we are going to lose this game because this team is just better than us. So my plan is, how do I limit that embarrassment? What is the difference from losing 2-0 to losing 5-0? You get my point?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm some good coach or a great coach. But if I give this team to a great coach, if I was able to lose by 2, and if I give that team to a great coach, that great coach needs to do more.
So you're saying that great coach
is greater than me.
Even that great coach.
Yes.
They should be able to plan. Oh no.
Whatever I did, do better.
Fine.
That's
and
what
the question,
great.
And the question is, following that same logic. Yeah. Damn, bro, you made me forget my question. What are you talking about?
Joe Mazzulla is a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to prove to me he's a great coach, and all great coaches make adjustments. The only way you make the proper adjustments is if you think 5, 10, 15 steps ahead. That's what makes you great. Otherwise, you are just like everybody else.
Bro. No. So this was my question. So even those great ones, or like the ones that are supposed to be great coaches, yes. Even they are supposed to, and mind you, this is my last question. Even they are supposed to plan for anomalies.
Yes.
No, bro.
Plan for it.
Come on, bro. Because at that point, you're not even doing a game plan. You're just you're trying to figure out how shit works. Come on, bro.
Let me ask you my last question.
It's beyond that at that point.
Two questions. I'll ask you not at the
2 part.
No.
Oh, got you.
First question. What makes Batman so great?
Asking the wrong person. Honestly, wrong person you're asking.
You don't think Batman? Who?
Not even.
That's why I said there are 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
What makes Captain America so great in battle?
You're a dickhead, bro. Why would you do that?
What makes Captain America so great in battle?
Once again. Can't ask me that.
That's his mind, his strategy. That's what makes him so great.
I would have said his uniform, his shoes, his shield, the fucking hat, the symbol.
You are great.
Come on, bro. It's cap, bro.
You should be able to think.
But see, you're dragging it. No, you're dragging it.
That's greatness.
No. You're dragging it because it's basketball. That shit.
Huh?
No. No, it's not. No, it's not. A coach is not the same as
coach.
But
no. I'm not saying any coach. No. I'm not talking about any coach.
A great.
If you are a great coach, you need to think.
Bro.
That's what makes you.
I'm not.
Why you great?
No. Hold on. Hey, hold on now, because if I win 16 chips, nigga, you better call me great. If I win 16 chips as a coach,
What coach won 16 chips?
No. No, just example. If I'm a coach and I win 16 chips, I'm great. I don't go fuck. I'm great.
Not for me. It depends on how you want it. No. Was your team just that much better than everybody else?
For 16 years?
Huh?
16 times?
Yes.
Fuck no.
Did you just have better players than
For
everybody else?
16 times?
Yes. That's
16?
I did.
Come on, bro.
Either
What
you were
are
a
we
great
doing?
coach that you were always ahead of everybody in your class. See, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, bro.
Final thought, and I'm done with it. The reason why I keep saying Steph Curry is among my greatest players of all time.
Wait, like basketball?
Yes.
Or amongst?
Among my greatest players of all time.
Amongst?
Yes. Steph Curry is top 5 for me.
No. Amongst?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Amongst.
You do know that's the correct word, right?
No, I'm saying I've never heard that word and stuff in the same sentence when talking about all the time. I've never heard it.
The reason why he's
I don't know what
top
that
5
is.
for me is because he can do something that nobody can. Bro, if I'm gonna say you are great at something, that means you need to be ahead of everybody else.
He's not ahead.
Otherwise, what makes you great? What makes you so great?
But
what makes
he's
them
beyond
the greatest shooter? Huh?
But he's beyond that.
That's my point. He's beyond that, which means everybody is behind him.
Nah, but I'm saying, bro. You know what? You're right.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Because I'm not finna start glazing right now, bro. Nah, bro.
If you are
Steph,
he's
man.
the greatest shooter because he's not the first shooter we've seen. Yes? He's not the first one. He will not be the last one. We've seen, before Steph came along, we've seen people that we thought were best. Miller, Ray Allen, name whoever you want to add. Larry Bird and everything. When Steph came,
Miller really came to mind?
Huh?
Really? Miller came to mind first?
Okay, you do know that.
Oh, no. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying,
I'm not saying
he came to mind first?
No, I'm just throwing out names. People.
Yeah, still, though.
Larry Bird, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, all those people.
You still said it wrong, but okay.
You do know that before Steph Curry, Reggie Miller is top 5 in shooting.
Yeah.
Okay. But when Steph came, he did something so you cannot even put him and you cannot compare those because
And I don't.
he was above and beyond. So if y'all were saying, if you said Larry Bird, Ray Allen, all those people were great shooters and Steph came along, you cannot use the same word to describe Steph. Why? He was more.
He is.
Exactly. So if I'm saying he's a good coach, you are a great coach, you need to do something that sets you apart from them. That's what makes you great and it makes them good. If I'm saying you are all great and this guy comes along, I cannot use the word great to describe you because, bro, you are ahead of everybody else. The reason why Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, doesn't matter who you think is better, I don't care. The reason why they are called the GOATs, whoever your GOAT is, they don't compare them to the rest of the players. They are so far ahead of everybody else. They are in their own category. That's greatness to me. So if I'm going to say this guy is a great coach, you need to do something that the rest of the group cannot do. You need to be above them. That is what makes you great.
And Steve Kerr for you. And Steve Kerr, he unlocked it. What did he do?
I've seen Steve Kerr do things that are ahead of the program.
Okay. Different day.
That sets
Different
him
day.
apart.
Okay.
Perfect example. What makes
Bro, different day. You keep saying perfect example.
No.
You said that already.
Before you mentioned Steve Kerr.
Okay. I mentioned him. That's it.
This to end it. Before Steve Kerr came along, there was a coach that was coaching Steph Curry. He couldn't see Steph Curry's potential.
You could say his name, Mark Jackson, bro. You could say it.
He could not see Steph Curry's potential. Steve Kerr came in and he saw whether he allowed him to be him, whether he coached him,
See, bro. I can't. Nah, bro.
He didn't get in the way. That is something. Because there was would you say he was good?
Who?
Mike Jackson. Would you say he was good?
Was a good coach?
Yeah.
No idea.
He was good.
Wait. I didn't know. No idea.
He was good.
I don't doubt it.
Steve Kerr came in and I said, you know what? Even if all I gotta do for you to be great is not to get in your way, he still allowed
So
him
therefore that
to be. Huh?
so therefore that makes Steve Kerr
because there was a good coach before who could not see Bro's potential. So if he was, why couldn't he see the potential? Yes, he was good, but he wasn't great because he failed to see it. Even if you think I may be the worst coach in the world, the fact that because of him, he allowed Steph to be Steph. At least he saw something way ahead that the other coach did not see.
If before Steve got there, and let's say Steph left in 2010. Let's say Steph after 1 year when he got drafted, right? Let's say he got traded, or rather, he earned it on. He earned a trade or something, or he asked for a trade. Whatever. Steph is no longer going to go to State before Steve gets there, or when Steve gets there. Steph is gone. Mm-hmm. Whatever team he goes to, and that coach and Steph becomes Steph's. Steph still becomes Steph.
Yes.
You're gonna give it to that coach.
Yeah. Because that coach recognized something the previous coach did not. The fact that you even traded him tells me you didn't see this guy to be much of anything. So you got rid of him. Nice.
Do you know why I say Steve Kerr? Okay. This is my last shit, bro. Because I have to say this because you said that. Also, before my statement, even a great, excellent coach still cannot plan for a big anomaly. And I think Joe Mazzulla could not have planned for these niggas to do that shit again in game 2. Moving on. So what I got Steve Kerr, bro. The reason why I hate Steve Kerr with a passion that burns. But no. I'm not gonna dive into it like that. It's just It's literally on what you said.
Hating someone and him being bad are two different things.
No, I hate him. No, I hate him because cause and effect. I hate him. The effect is me hating him. The cause is because it's a. Come on, bro. Look.
Championships.
I don't give a fuck. That wasn't him. Look, different day. But that wasn't him. Do you know why, bro?
Why, bro?
Steve Kerr is the only coach. That hates to see his own players fucking succeed individually. He hates it. You ask him, he'll give you a bullshit reason. Bro, it bothers me as a basketball player that plays basketball, you know what I'm saying, here and there. And also somebody who watches basketball, bro, it bothers me when you're not. When you hold your players back, because, bro, he held them back. I'm not saying in a sense of like develop. I'm not. No,
I know what you mean. You mean stats wise.
Not even stat. No, not even that. Because sometimes I came to agree with him. Like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, go ahead, bro. He just hold his players back, bro. He just holds them back from being here. From being here. I've seen it too many times. And hold on, bro.
That allows Steph to be Steph. You saying he holds players back?
And I'm telling you that, bro. And look, I'm telling you, bro. If it wasn't Steve, there was gonna be a coach that was gonna let Steph be Steph. The nigga, he did it in college. Some coach
never know.
We never. And he just like we'll never fucking see Ben Simmons.
We'll never
just
know.
like we'll never see Ben Simmons out the league. Look, there was gonna be a coach that was gonna let Steph be Steph. He did it in college. He was gonna. If it was Mike D'Antoni was coaching at that point, there were other coaches like him, not like him, but there were coaches like him. You would have found one if it wasn't Steve Kerr. And I personally believe if it wasn't Steve, and if it was another coach, Steph is the greatest player we've ever seen. Okay. I'm tripping. Steph is the greatest player we've ever seen.
He holds it.
Nah, but wait. On what?
Let's put a pen in that.
On what?
For another
No. But I know, but like on what?
When you say he holds them back, I don't know what you mean by that. But he holds them back.
Warriors fans know what I mean though. We watch the games. We complain together on it.
I can't even give you examples to go up against what you're saying.
Because he's done it so fucking many times. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right.
What I mean by he holds them back. Like he holds in what way?
Bro,
I allowed this man.
I
basically allowed two players
to
be the greatest shooting backcourt in the history of basketball.
You're saying let them, like, bro.
Okay,
I get what you're saying, but I just don't think he deserved that. No. I get what you're saying, but I just don't think Steve is about to get that level.
Whether you discover something by accident or not, you still discovered it.
He didn't discover the shit, nigga. We all knew the shit. We just needed somebody like.
I'm saying if someone makes a discovery, and even if it was by accident, they still get recognized as they discovered it.
Yeah.
So whether all he did
and
was
as a
just
bystander,
get out of the way, it happened during his watch, so he gets the credit for it.
Yeah, and as a bystander, I can tell you otherwise.
There was somebody before that did not allow bro to shine.
You do know that.
Literally, there was somebody before
you do know that.
allowed him to shine.
No, but you do know that. Look, Mark Jackson. Because look, I've said this before. I've said the guy didn't give Steph a chance and stuff like that, right? But then I went back and did research, bro. The nigga didn't have enough time. He just didn't, and I don't care. Like that, he didn't have enough time with the group. Mind you, he's the one that got them, and he still he literally had no time. Like not even no time. Sorry, he didn't have enough time. He just didn't, and I felt bad when I went back and researched. I felt kind of bad. Like damn, he should have had more time to see if, like you said, we will never know. But all I'm saying is, Mark Jackson, it's not like he just didn't have enough time. So we would never know. But Steve,
we actually know.
Fuck Steve, man. Fuck that. But no, bro. Look, bro. I will forever hate on. Look, bro, Steve Kerr. You know why? You know why, bro? When we won that first year, Steve Kerr wasn't the reason why we won. I will not credit him shit. When we won again, with KD, you know why we won. He didn't need to coach. He didn't need to do nothing, bro. There was a game where I remember, and I remember this. Hold on, I remember this. Steve Kerr was out. Yeah, Steve Kerr was out. Sorry, Steve Kerr was out. Do you know what these niggas did? Actually, I don't remember if he was out or if he was there, but he was something. But Steve Kerr wasn't coaching that game. You remember they were playing the Phoenix Suns. Who guess who coached the game?
Wasn't it Mike Brown?
The players. The players were drawing plays. The players were coaching ourselves, pal. And we won the game. Now, mind you, the Phoenix Buns were buns back then. But, bro, all I'm saying is...
I remember that. And we were talking about, is it disrespectful to let them...
Steve Kerr got to the... No. Steve Kerr, anytime we won those 4 championships, Steve Kerr didn't do shit. And that's my belief. You know why? For one of them, the very first one, it wasn't because of him. The one with KD, bro. I don't say nothing about that one. That's cool.
We'll actually talk about this someday.
That's cool.
Bro, you
and the last one we won. So you mean said when we was getting clamped up and abused and harassed by the fucking Celtics, and it was 2-1, and nigga, there was no hope until that man Steph said, "Give me the fucking ball." Steph said, "Give me the ball." I didn't see. Draymond was being atrocious. First 3 games, Draymond atrocious. On all counts. You didn't see nobody else help. Jordan Poole. You know what? You're right. I just hate this nigga, bro. Like, I'm getting hot just talking about him right now, bro. Like, I'm getting hot. That's how much I hate this nigga, bro. I hate Steve Kerr with a passion. I would say I hate Steve Kerr with a fucking passion, bro. I'm getting hot just think about this nigga, bro.
And still admit by Brad, he
is ass.
His job.
Ass at his job. You're right. Yeah, ass for sure. Joe Mazzulla, let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's good. That's great.
We'll see you in Cancun and Father.
Series for me to say he's great.
Who?
Joe Mazzulla.
He has to win the series?
Huh?
You say he has to win the series?
Yes.
No, I didn't hear you. That's all.
The reason I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. Think about that. No. You looked at the top.
What he's saying just makes me. It's okay.
Because it's Steve.
If coming into a game, you have the better team.
Okay.
And you win. That is not great. That's good.
Yeah.
Greatness is when the odds are against you. That's what makes you great.
Bro, why are we acting like... Go ahead. You're talking. Go ahead.
It's just that simple. I keep telling people, is this guy a great coach? Is this guy a great player? I'm like, I'm looking at the team. I'm not surprised you're doing well. The team is so good. If I replace the coaching, anybody can achieve what you achieve. That's just good because you are all good coaches. But if I put you in a great coach's position, if you are not a great coach, you might not be able to achieve his level of success. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
People talk about how Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, who deserves this credit, this. And I'm saying like Tom Brady left, so he won, so people give him the credit, this.
No, it's not people. It's him.
My point is, but y'all still know that in the years they were together with Bill Belichick, they went to 9 Super Bowls and won 6. Are you honestly telling me that if Tom Brady went to any other team with any other coach,
they're going to 7?
He goes 9 Super Bowls and wins 6 with any other team
coach.
and any other coach?
At that time, I don't. Hold on. Let me answer the question. At that time, I don't know football much well, so I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. See, people say Andy Reid is the greatest coach ever. He's better than Bill Belichick. That's not this conversation. But people talk about, man, if Josh Allen was being coached by Andy Reid, he would have. I'm like, cool. So you telling me Patrick Mahomes has been in the league for I think 5 years now. You telling me
what?
Patrick Mahomes has been in the league for 5 years now. He's been a starter for 5 years.
That's not the same statement.
Huh?
That's not the same statement.
No. He signed his first year, so technically 6 years. He's been a starter for 5.
Wait, he got drafted in 2019?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he signed his first year because Chiefs had Alex Smith.
I mean, I hate them niggas too. So really,
people would talk about, man, if Patrick Mahomes, it's not great because he has Andy Reid, and if Andy Reid had Josh Allen, he would have the same. I'm like, do you understand what you? So you're telling me?
No, he would have more.
If I put Josh Allen,
in my opinion,
on the Chiefs, he will have
more.
3 Super Bowls.
Wait, how many has he been to?
Who?
Pat.
Pat has been to. No, he's been in the league for 7 years. Started for 6. He's been to 6.
No,
he's been to,
there's no way.
He's been
there's
to
no
5. He's been to 5 Super Bowls. Lost 2, won 3.
In 7 years.
In 7 years.
Hey, look, bro.
Right? And people are saying, that's what I'm saying, that just people are saying if you put Josh Allen on the Chiefs, I'm like, so you're telling me if I put Josh Allen on the Chiefs and your statement is they'll be better, so you're saying he will have more than 3 Super Bowls in 6 years? Is that what you're saying?
Okay. I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
He might not even have 1.
No, because his legs are better. That's it.
Huh?
That's what I believe.
But there is more to coaching success than just having a great player. You need chemistry. They need to fit well. What type of personality is he? The way people will even go to bat for Pat. Would they do the same thing for just it matters?
They would. But they would.
No. We don't know that. When you're building a team,
you mean like the Bills will go for him?
Matters, huh?
You mean like the Bills will kill for him?
You don't know what his personality is like. Does he rub guys the wrong way? Or does he not? It matters. It's not just about I put a great players together and they win. There was literally a team called the Dream Team, Philadelphia Eagles. I forgot the year. I don't want to give you the wrong year. They were supposed to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. They were called the Dream Team. If you look at the roster, great players everywhere from top to bottom. They did not even make the playoffs that year. All those great players coming into the season, they called them the Dream Team.
Kind of like the Cowboys.
They did not. That's a perfect example. Is the roster good or not?
They're always good, bro.
It matters.
On paper, they're always good, bro.
Just because you think this coach is better and this player is better doesn't mean if you put them together, is gonna equal success. There is more to winning than just I have great players. Coaching matters. Chemistry matters. Can they get on the same page? We will never know. So just because you think Josh Allen is better than, doesn't mean that if I put Josh Allen on the Chiefs, you know how incredibly it is to win 3 Super Bowls. You telling me in that 6 years he will win 4? Bruh, Tom Brady, the GOAT, did not even win 4 Super Bowls in 5 years. Ever. Did not win 4 Super Bowls in 5 years. Ever.
Let's take him time, bro.
That's my. It matters. So Joe Mazzulla, you are a good coach. You have great players.
Oh, we're still on this. Okay.
I expect you to win. It doesn't mean you are great. It means you are good. Because the odds are in your favor. The odds are literally in your favor to win this game. Coming into the game, what do you think Vegas had? Who did Vegas have coming out of the series? The Celtics.
Shit. By the way, it's looking. Maybe they had the Knicks.
Huh?
Maybe they had the Knicks.
All I'm saying is, coming into the series, you are the better team. You should win.
So
if
we thought.
you are a good coach. If you lose this series, you are a bad coach.
Hold on. Why? Hold on. Go ahead. Okay.
No, that's it.
Why are we acting like the other players on the Knicks weren't killers before they got to the Knicks, and they just Tom Thibodeau just coaching them how he wants to coach them?
No.
Now, mind you, this no. I'm saying in the sense of individually, bro. When Micah got traded, number one, when he was on Phoenix, this nigga was giving me like 19, 20. When he got traded to Brooklyn, before Cam Thomas came back,
and that's why I asked you.
Bro.
Coming into the series, who had the better team? Who did you expect to win before they played?
As of right before, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Coming into the series,
Celtics.
Why?
So why?
Yes.
Because for 2 things. One, because I thought they were the better team all around, and secondly, because the Knicks coach has a problem.
Okay, that's my point. Before they played any game, you would have said they are the better
on paper
team. Yes,
on paper.
It matters. That's what we talk. That's literally what I'm saying. Expectation is you are the better team, so you should win.
Yeah, and
so if you lose, it makes you bad. That's why people talk about the Cowboys are a bad franchise. On paper, they are good. They have the players. They have a coach, a good coach. You should win. So if the Cowboys, they always have great rosters, great players. You should win. So if you keep losing, it just means you are bad, not good coach, and maybe the players are not as great as we thought. That's what I'm saying. Coming into this series, you, Celtics, Joe Mazzulla, you had the better team. We expected you to win. Hell, we expected you to go to the finals. That is the expectation because the team was so good. If you fail to get there, maybe you are not as great of a coach as we thought you were. Because if you are a great coach and we gave you a better team, why couldn't you win? That's all I'm saying. If you are a great coach and we give you a good team, you should take that good team to the next level. So if you fail, maybe you are just not great. Maybe you are just good. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm saying maybe he's just good and that's it. Maybe he's not great. That's okay.
And I'm saying
not everybody can be a great coach.
And I'm saying when people are thinking about that, they should also think about how if they was in Joe's position, could they themselves ask the coach foresee their 2 stars shooting like that, or better yet, could he? No, actually no, because I'm not even gonna limit to the team because that's how the team plays and that's how he's coached them to play. So I'm not gonna say the team, but those 2 players.
Yeah.
Anybody thinking about what you said just now, they should also try to Could I see them going like this again? Could I see Jayson Tatum going this bad again? Could I see Jaylen Brown not shooting so well again? Okay.
Good coach will not. Great coach definitely will.
No, 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 no. It doesn't matter.